Hi Lions, I hope you're keeping well. It seems very strange not to be seeing you every day and hearing what you've all been up to. Anyway, you know I love reading, and so I've got a couple of chapters for a book for you. I put off reading it for far too long, and when I read it, I absolutely loved it. It's Holes. Part 1. You are entering Camp Green Lake. There's no camp at Camp Green Lake. There's a very large lake here, the largest lake in Texas. That's over 100 years ago. Now it's just a dry, flat wasteland. There used to be a town called Green Lake as well. The town shriveled and dried up along with the lake and the people who lived there. During the summer, the daytime temperature hovers between 95 degrees in the shade, if you can find any shade. There's not much shade in a big, dry lake. The only trees are 2 old oaks on the eastern edge of the lake. A hammock is stretched between those 2 trees, and the log cabin stands behind that. The campers are forbidden to lie in the hammock. It belongs to the warden who owns the shade. Out on the lake, rattlesnakes and scorpions find shade under rocks and in the holes dug by campers. There's a good rule to remember about rattlesnakes and scorpions. If you don't bother them, they don't bother you, usually. Being bitten by a scorpion or even a rattlesnake is not the worst thing that can happen to you. You won't die, usually. Sometimes a camper will be bitten by a scorpion or even a small rattlesnake. Then he'll get to spend a day or 2 recovering in his tent instead of having to dig a hole out on the lake. But you don't want to be bitten by the yellow-spotted lizard. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. You will die a slow and painful death. Always. If you get bitten by a yellow-spotted lizard, you might as well go into the shade of the oak tree and lie in a hammock. There's nothing anyone can do for you anymore. Chapter 2. The reader is probably asking, why would anyone want to go to Camp Green Lake? Most campers weren't given a choice. Camp Green Lake is a camp for bad boys. If you take a bad boy and make him dig a hole every day in the hot sun, it will turn him into a good boy. That's what some people thought. Stanley Yelnats was given a choice. The judge said, you may go to jail or you may go to Camp Green Lake. Stanley was from a poor family. He'd never been to a camp before. I wonder if you can work out what might happen when Stanley gets to this camp. Be kind to yourself and to those that you live with, and I hope that we all get to see each other soon.